Hey guys, how's it going? So, a little bit of Eaton there, a butchered version of Eaton, but hey, you know what? I guess a butchered version of Eaton would be a good thing, right? Something like that? I don't know. Crummy jokes. Anyway, how y'all doing? This is a fantastic day to literally get one of the cheapest pedals by Boss. Honestly, people hate this thing. Absolutely hate this pedal. But I wanted to see why. And, well, right now I'm running this pedal through, well, this distortion is going directly into my little noise killer, the little miniature noise gate here, into the front of my Axe Effects, which is set to an Ingle Savage with DV77 impulse response type speakers. So, without the pedal, my amp sounds like this. Now, why did I do that? Well, I was trying to find a use for this pedal. I've had this pedal for over a week, and I've just been playing with it. I ran it through the clean channel, of course, to start. And, well, you can see my settings. Tone's all the way up. Levels all the way up. The distortion's all the way down, which isn't how you would typically do this. So, of course, clean. And then with it on. And of course, with distortion all the way up, to actually get the distortion, a big ol' yikes. So let's turn this down. That tone is only usable when it's all the way off. If you're planning on using this as a distortion pedal, and if you are, I must ask you why. Now, Ola couldn't get this to chug, but I think he didn't have the tone all the way down. It's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. I think that's what happened, is Ola had some tone up, so it's like... And getting that is... This kind of reminds me of the distortion you would get on those old, crappy practice Fender amps. That's what this sounds like to me. And, yeah, it's not good. It's not the best at all. So, what I did was I tried boosting a pedal with it. So, like, using this to boost my Horizon device's precision drive. I'm going to turn that on real quick. And you get this. But, of course, that is way just too much distortion going in. So I have the distortion turned down again. Now, how I have my precision drive, since you can't see it, because, you know, lovely cheapo cameras that I have, the drive is all the way up on the precision drive. The brightness is at 8 o'clock. The volume is at 9 o'clock. Wait. I have my times mixed up there, don't I? The volume is at 3 o'clock. And the attack is also at 9 o'clock. So, all in all, my precision drive is set up in a way that I would never have it running to boost an amplifier. But I'm using the precision drive as the main driver, so the distortion becomes the boost. And... Now, why would you ever waste time at all in any way, shape, or form dealing with this? What in the world would possess anybody to do this to themselves, right? Well, let me explain. I bought this pedal for $45, okay? And with it, I mean, it's in mint condition. It came with the box, which the box isn't in mint condition, but this pedal doesn't have a scratch on it. As a matter of fact, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this, but even the underside, I can't show you the underside, dang it. That's going to be really tough. I'm just going to leave it alone, but take my word for it, the underside doesn't have a mark on it. Not a mark. So this thing was hardly ever used. On top of that, I got a free $10 pop filter that they sent in the mail, and a $7, one of these, Nutric cables that I actually use these all the time. It came with this. Nice, extra long patch cable. I can't say extra long because mine are longer, but only by double. So it's like, this is a foot long. The other ones I have are 2 feet long. Those are extra large patch cables. That's the longest I would ever want a patch cable. This is about just a large patch cable. Anyway, semantics out of the way. It came with that. So $17 worth of stuff. So my math is not super great, but 17 minus 45, that's like 20, let's see. $28? Yeah, $28 that I spent on this pedal. For 28 bucks, most people have that kicking around somewhere, right? 28 bucks. I mean, at this point in time, it's like an eighth of a tank of gas, right? I guess since things have been going a little better and prices have been dropping, it's like a sixth of a tank of gas now. I don't know. All jokes aside there, yeah, you can boost a boost pedal with it. Why not, right? But what I found is this is definitely a budget HM2. Now, you got to set it up differently because, here, let me go ahead and switch it back to the Ingle setting here, the Ingle Savage setting. You definitely want the tone all the way up. And the distortion actually all the way down. Listen to that buzzsaw. That's incredibly aggressive and actually sounds good. I like that, which is why I was playing Eaton at the beginning. Yeah, so surprisingly, there's a use for it. And I would say it's the only use for it, really, because while boosting the pedal sounded okay, it was okay. It was okay. It sounded good. It's not something that I would use regularly. This, though, this is a way to get some hidden freaking tone. I don't know how many people use this. I mean, they do it with the HM2. Someone's had to figure this out, right? Let me show you what it's like with the distortion all the way up, though. You get a little extra weirdness to it, but... sounds good on chords, but the reason why I had the distortion down is because that low end, it just does not come through super well clear. So it's really hard to, really hard to want that sound, especially because you kind of lose the buzzsaw feeling. It brings in a lot of low end sound. Doesn't get rid of it so much on chords, but on single notes, it just doesn't cut through as well to me. So I like that whole... Some people will probably like that, honestly. It's not a bad tone. I couldn't get it to cut through as well, and so I preferred the distortion all the way down. But, I mean, shoot, with the distortion all the way down, it's still distorting clearly, because... And just to prove to you that it is distorting, of course, I'm going to turn it to a clean channel. It's clearly not a boost pedal. So you see what I'm saying there. With this on, you can get some pretty cool tones. And that's what's fun about it, honestly. That's what's a lot of fun about it. Having something like that. It's a legit Boss pedal, which is good, because Boss pedals are probably the toughest pedals made. Like, just their design in general. Their easy access to a battery slot, which I don't know anybody that uses a battery anymore for these. But if you want to use a battery, it's just a simple undoing the screw and lifting it up. I mean, everything in this pedal is just... It will last you forever. It will literally last you forever. You have nothing to worry about. Not that these, you know, aren't going to last you forever. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, these will. I'm just saying, like, Boss, you could intentionally hit this thing with a sledgehammer and it's probably not going to break. Like, they're just insanely well made. They've always been like that. They've always been the most reliable brand of my childhood. Probably most of you guys' childhood as well. So, very, very, very cool pedal, as it turns out. Who would have thought? Because this pedal, I remember having one of these as a kid. I hated it. I hated it a lot. I used the distortion on the crappy Fender amp that I had. The little 1x6 Fender amp. It's like a 6-inch speaker in it. You know what I'm talking about. Those little suckers. And then the other pedal I got, once I got rid of this, you gotta think, I bought this pedal brand new for, I think it was like for $175. I bought this pedal brand new when I was a kid. I managed to trade it in for a Metal Zone. Guess what pedal I have coming in next? Yeah. A Metal Zone. And also, just for the fun of it, another pedal that I got that I'm going to be reviewing is this. This is amazing. Amazing. Probably the best phaser pedal ever made, I have to say. Electro Harmonics, Small Stone. You'll see when we get to that, but just some spoilers of what I'm going to be demoing next. This pedal was cool, I gotta say. It gave me that Bloodbath sound, that HM2-like sound. Now, it's not exact, obviously. An HM2 is an HM2. I don't want elitists coming in here and being like, you can't replace the HM2. I'm not trying to replace the HM2, don't worry. But right now, the HM2, as it is, used, is still going for like $100. If you want to spend like closer to somewhere between 20 and 40 bucks, you know, here's a Boss DS-1, and you can achieve a really close tone to it. Really, really close. So, it's one of those things that it's like, hey, yeah, if there's a kid out there and he wants to do some nasty Michael Akerfeld Bloodbath type sounding stuff, or even Peter Tagrand, you know, there you go. There you go. I think it's more the Michael Akerfeld sound, though, I think, right? I don't think he necessarily... I don't know if Peter Tagrand uses the HM2. I don't know. I need to listen to more Hypocrisy. Is it hypocritical that I don't? Okay, I need to stop with those stupid dad jokes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Subscriptions help the most right now. You know, if I get to 1,000, I get to make it as a real boy, right? I guess is what you'd call it. I can be a real YouTuber. So that's the goal, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. Honestly, it's always a blast having you guys check these videos out. I have a lot more videos coming. My editor, I guess you could say editor, has a new computer now, and he's finally able to edit some of the other episodes I recorded a while ago that were experimenting. I'm going to be recording both my amps, shooting them out. I'm going to be getting 2 5153s in here, hopefully. That's the goal. My old 5153 that I sold to my buddy, which that has a story behind it, I will tell you. A crazy story. A story of me buying that amp for $350 back in 2013. Yeah, so that's wild. Then, my buddy, I have another buddy who has a 50-watt 5153. I'm going to shoot those out to against each other and against the Hughes and Kettner and the Ignator Armageddon. That's going to be fun. So, yeah, definitely. Check out the channel. Hang around, because cool stuff's coming. Again, thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.